What's going on, guys? This is Doc with another deck profile. We got Ramon. He's whipping his hair here. He's going to be showing you his deck. Ramon, what deck are you showing us today?
I'm going to be showing y'all that Mermail Atlanteans. But first, I'm going to be showing y'all the Sunny D.
More a fan of the purple stuff, but okay. Alright. Now that his vitamin D has been greatly replenished, let's get into the deck profile.
Alright. Well, we're gonna be going deep in. We're gonna be going with that Deep Sea Diva. Play 3 of them. If y'all play 2 of them, I'm gonna get y'all.
Yeah, she used to be at 1 for a reason.
Oh, I'm happy that we've been
She
there.
is crazy. She's just crazy.
Of course, 1 card game. We gonna be going off. Now let's get into the next one. Now we got the Prince himself, the Prince of Atlanteans.
Yeah, whenever he came
Not
out,
the best.
whenever he came out, I remember everybody was saying he was pretty nutty. But he came a little bit too late because Mermails weren't, topping the charts anymore at that point. But I mean, it's still like he is still really nutty.
Yeah. I'm going to say one thing though. Once he go off, it'd be fun. Ask you if you want to. I'm still going to be getting my effects off. Because it's cost.
Yeah, there's a lot of text there.
Freaking love it. Oh my god. Now, while I'm busy sexually looking at this card, let's go into the next one. Now, we got Dragoons. We got the troops. Whew, you see them right there? They prepared.
They also used to be at 1.
Yep, I'm so happy that I got 3 of these.
I don't think this deck survived if they were still at 1.
It feels so free. It feels so free. And it snaked when they were at 1, but thank God that they are at 3. Because you get to go off like crazy. Oh my god, it's so nutty. Speaking of nutty, let's go into the rest of the Atlantean group. Now, we got our marksmen and we got our infantry.
The popcorn.
Yep, the popcorn. Popping them like popcorn. We popping.
Yep.
Pop, 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 pop. Alright.
Pop some face ups, pop some face downs.
Now let's get into our Mermails. We got Mermail and Glaciers. Oh, I'm so sorry,
A
y'all.
little bit of diarrhea of them out there.
That's
We'll
pretty
try that
bad.
again.
Whew. Nah, Mermail. See, my tongue twisting today. This one that deep. That's pretty bad.
Let's try it together. This.
I mean, I was just gonna go through the same thing.
You asshole.
Abyssteus.
Abyssteus.
I mean, that was the only thing.
What does he do?
Get to that now.
Oh, honestly, it feels like a free searcher in my eyes because if I have him and I have Dragoons, I'm just plusing for days and I go full combo.
Yeah, basically discard a water monster and you get the special him, and whenever you do, you get a search.
Now for the next Mermails, I play 1 Abyss Spike,
Learning it, so I'm figuring out
1 Mermail,
This gun.
Abyss Gun.
figuring out stuff.
I play. Now y'all gonna hate me for this. I play 1 Mermail Abyss Megalo.
Not 2? What the? I am angry.
Listen, stop hating on this. Stop
I am
hating me.
flaming you in the comments.
Listen, you don't gotta flame at me. You don't gotta do none of that. The only reason why I play 1 of them is because playing 2 or more just feels more of a brick to me. I don't like seeing bricks in my hand because I love those consistent hands where I can just say, I can actually do something. And if I get hand trap, I can just continue. I like to break through my hand.
Alright.
Now, we're gonna be going on to the next one. Now we got the Toad up in there. We got the frogs, swamp frog, and we won the 1 Roman. I honestly like the frog engine. I did take it out at first for hand traps, and I realized I am dumb. I'm dumb as hell for doing that. Cause it slowed my deck down, and even though I was running hand traps, it still didn't really help. It still didn't help. Now, I'm running these. So I'm running 2 of the team water spirits.
Some more water targets.
Just a special summon. It's a free special. Same thing with Lapis. Lapis is the complete favorite of the deck.
Really would be him.
He's a tuner too, I noticed. That's pretty good.
Pretty much off of the Dragoon, since he's a Sea Serpent, I get to add restricted hand. And once I do that, I get to special summon them straight out to field. It's just nutty. Straight up nutty.
Yeah. This whole deck's very nutty. Very, very complex combos.
Come on, the whole deck ain't nutty.
No,
it's not
like,
complex. Stop lying to these people.
No, I'm saying
That's what you need to do.
combos go off pretty well. But,
Stop lying to these people.
Alright, apparently I'm fake news.
Yes, this is fake news, y'all. Don't listen to them. Alright, Netflix. Now I run 2 of the Deep Sea Minister.
Oh, fuck that card. Fuck that card so much.
You got a hand trap? Okay, let me see.
Get her out of here.
Oh my god.
Friggin' just,
I honestly love her.
like,
She is my
Vanish
favorite.
is good, but just being able to see your opponent's hand too.
Well, we ain't hurting nobody. We just want some secret info. Is there anything wrong with
We
that?
want that classified. We want them nuclear codes.
She trying to go
Classified
deep.
information.
Listen, she trying to go deep in that hand. Why you think it says deep up in there?
Because part of the deep sea archetype, deep sea demon, deep sea century.
Well, you got me there. And these are a few snake pools that I'm testing out. I play 1 Crusadia Arborea, and I play 1 Butin.
Beautiful prince. I know it's really hard.
Yeah. See,
Not
why
in
you
their puns.
I always get all these tongue twister cards. I swear.
You'd hate Quickforts.
Don't even talk about them. Now, this just helps me get to Abyss Spike faster. That's the reason why I enjoy it, because I get the Banisher and get Abyss Spike, just in case. Arborea is a target for Abyss Spike. In case I want to extend even further and I have a link marker that's just on use, I can just get the special summoner for free.
It's also a tuner as well.
Also a tuna. She's a tuna.
No.
Now to go on to the next one. Now we have. Oh my goodness, sorry y'all.
Yeah, it's a bit late.
Now I play 2
Spells.
Montreal Greed, and I play 1 Power of Avarice. I feel like playing 3 of these are too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I feel like it's just too much, because at least I actually need this. At least at 1 for some fact is you're gonna go through your deck a lot.
Yeah.
You're gonna go through your deck a lot, and if you see it, it's just a plus. This doesn't slow you down; it only makes you faster. Same thing with these 2. If you have 2 water monsters, just for free. But if y'all ever get one of those hands where you can't play with it, like this, and some other random cards, I'm sorry. I apologize. But to be real, I'm thinking about putting this at 1, because
I know I would recommend it, but
I feel like
that's just my personal mind.
I feel like it's going to be cloggy. A lot of people do be running it at 2 or 3. I'm running it at 2 for now, but it seems like I might have to go down to 1, because at least it's a lot safer option. But till then, it's going to stay at 2.
It's all relative. It all depends on the play style, what everybody else is playing as well.
Now, time for the next one. Now, this is Dot Genzo's favorite card.
Oh, so happy that engine's in there. Like it's in every other deck. Ugh.
Hey, stop hating.
No,
Stop hating.
I'm gonna hate so much.
You don't gotta
I'm gonna
hate.
flame you twice as much.
Listen, it ain't doing nothing. It needs love.
Dragoon on the Negator.
I will say though,
Not...
you don't have to run
Easy
this.
mode.
You don't have to run this because it's a double-edged sword, at least in my opinion. I end up drawing into all 3 of these in my hand. And the pots.
No, Lord.
Oh my god. This is the reason why I was debating on taking this out.
No, that sounds like to me. Sounds like karma.
But if you guys like it, I do suggest that you keep it in. But me on the other hand, I feel like I'm going to take this out and run a new engine. Like the, well, if I had to recommend one, it would be Pledge Spreader, Dead Spot, and Foolish Burial.
Yeah.
If I end up doing an update in the future, I will end up showing y'all. Now, these are all the one-ofs. I honestly don't know why I'd be putting this last, but I run the Moon Glacier because I get to eat my opponent's hand.
And why would you run 2? That is a hard one, huh?
I'm not going to lie, if you ever run 2, I'm going to run 1 fishboard launcher. My favorite. Oh my god. The only thing that sucks is that I can only go into water, but it's not really that big of a deal because I can just link off of it with Linkaribo and just extend from there. Now, on to the next one. I run this for the Mermail Megalo. Run this for plus and run 1 for 1 for plus.
And why not run 2 or 3 deep sea aria? Why just 1?
Well, I feel like this. That is more situational. Now, if it was like reinforcements of the army, where I just say search for a level 4 or lower for free without cost, it'd be a lot more different. Or at the very least, discard from hand a water monster. I would probably bump it up to 2 if it ended up saying that. But since I'm banishing one, and there has to be one in graveyard, it feels like more of an iffy card. It's like Moray of Greed. It looks like a good card on paper, but once you start playing it, you're gonna have different feelings about it.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
Oh my goodness.
On to the extra deck.
Yep, on to the extra deck. Now my extra deck is still under work, but it has been pretty decent so far. On to, here's your favorite card.
Ew. Ew. Nasty.
Now this is Anaconda. This is Red Eyes. They pretty much associate with each other. Now for most of you that don't know this, you activate Anaconda's effect to send 1 Red Eyes fusion from death to graveyard. You have to pay $2 grand as well. And
But
also,
you get big thickums.
hey, be getting to that, be getting to that, be getting to that. I will say this, the cost is dire because you can't special summon for the rest of the term. That's why a lot of people do this play last. At least for some of y'all that are just now getting into the game or new to the game currently. Now, I will say, main reason why people run this card is because of this. Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon. It's my 4th Dragoon of the deck. Now, he is unbelievably amazing. He's nutty at times because he can't be targeted, cannot be destroyed by card effects. And you're telling me I get to pop cards up to the number of materials I use as normal monsters?
Hi, it's Vince with ShamWow. This is for the house, the car, the boat, the RV.
I'm using Dark Magician and I'm using Red Eyes.
He's not fun. Not fun, not fun, not fun.
Not to mention you have a card in hand and your opponent activates something. Just tell them no, discard.
I don't know.
Once you destroy it, bump it up by 1,000 and it's permanent.
Yep.
Can't get any nuttier than that.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty.
Whew. Now on to the next one. 1 Muhammad, 1 Toad. I honestly enjoy this. That's pretty bad.
More negates.
This is pretty much just another negate. Now, Bahamut makes it easier for you because you just use 2 water level 4 monsters. That's the reason why I run the TE.
Gives you more specials as well.
Yeah, it gives me more specials. I like the plus.
He used to be a pretty pricey card until he got a reprint.
Yep, thank God he did.
Yep.
Totally awesome. I will say this.
Totally awesome.
Now, since I'm running the Swap Frog engine, I am thinking about running 2. But I haven't gotten my hands on it yet, and I haven't tested it at 2.
You've also told me extra deck space in this is pretty tight.
Yes, it's very tight. So I'm going to keep it at 1 Toad for now, unless there's some changes in the future.
This is basically kind of like the the fish version of Dragon Link, I'd say.
Pretty much. Hey, no disrespect my water like that.
What's wrong? Dragon Link's a good deck right now.
I don't care. If they're a good deck, I will be playing them. I will be playing them.
Well, okay, fair enough.
It's not that they are a good deck, y'all. It just, I like this better.
Yeah.
Besides, I
Who
don't like.
wants to play the same deck all the time?
Yeah, I don't like seeing that. Now, next one. The water. Now, I play one Marine says cool.
It worked out.
Anemia.
More extenders.
Yeah, pretty much this is a extender. This is your best extender.
The needle fiber.
And here's the main one. Now, main target that I'm going to be using it for is just launcher. Most of the time, that's if I don't see it. If I see it in the hand, most of the time I end up using DC Divas or the level 3s. If it had to come to worse, I would use the level 3s over the Deep Sea because I'd much rather see Deep Sea in my hand. I do like this because this actually helps me fits out my plays whenever I go through it. This feels like plus. This feels a bit
Which one is that
nutty.
one? That's Mermail Abyss what?
You're trying to figure out what this one is?
Yeah, Mermail Abyss Alacia.
Mermail Abyss Lacia. Pretty much during your opponent's turn, you get to discard, I believe, a water monster from your hand. Or is it any card, if I'm not tripping? Yeah, it's any card. Yeah, you get to discard any card. I'm being sure I'm not reading the card wrong, y'all, because I don't want to give anyone false information. You get to send any card from hand. Best timing to end up sending a card is one of the Atlanteans, because Atlantean infantry, if it's sent to graveyard, you get to target a card that's face up on your opponent's field and destroy. I'm just letting y'all know that most of these effects are mandatory. You can't really stop it.
During this match,
Yeah, but usually they're good
dinosaur monster.
Yeah. Now, if it's linked, surprisingly, if there's monsters pointed to as link markers, they gave 500. I find that a bit funny, but it does help get the job done. Because I ended up boosting up my Dragoon by 500 at one point, and it just ended up winning the game.
Okay.
Now, its other effect, its last effect, is just very useful to me. I love it. Because if it dies,
Special one from
I get to send the water to graveyard and special summon back of water from graveyard in defense mode. So pretty much, I'm plussing off of 2 cards because if you, let's say if you end up having just a regular board with this and the other one. If you do that, this dies, send Dragoons or something to graveyard and their effects activate. A lot of their water effects going to be activated. Now, next card. Now, I run this, and this.
Ravenous Croco Boy, Link Cross, and
Yeah.
Trishula Fusion Boy.
Yeah, the main reason I run these is because of oh my
Level
goodness.
9s.
Yep. I end up using these because I combo off of Link Cross and Ravenous to go straight into the Trish. Once I go into Trish, I overlay these 2 straight into Calamities. Calamities is a board breaker. He just stops your opponent.
Pretty good.
Alright, we're almost done. Now, I run 1 Bougie Link. I run 1 Desert and 1 Cypher.
Yeah, that doesn't look good, so I definitely need to start putting that in some of my decks. That card's pretty nutty.
I'm still surprised you just not figuring it out today.
Dude, I mean, I've been out the game for a while.
Yeah. This is pretty much your formula Synchron 2.0 right here. Only thing is you're making your opponent discard once that Synchro Summon, and you can change to his own effect to Synchro Summon straight into another monster.
Yeah, get him off Hack of Fabrics.
Yeah, and in case I want to thin out my opponent's hand, I get to go to Cypherine Omega, activate Omega's effect to discard just to mill off of their hand. Pretty much the Moon Glacia and Cypherine Omega.
What does the Bujin do?
Bujin. Now, if I have a level 4 in my hand and level 4 graveyard, now pretty much, if I end up having those 2, I go straight to Bahamut, then go straight to Totally Awesome. Not really that hard. and I end up using him as freaking fodder for Trish, since I can't link off of him, unfortunately. Last card, Linkaribo. I know it's ironic that this is the last freaking card, but it do be coming in clutch. Because I just summoned another token just for fun, in case I do have Linkaribo out and I link off of it or something. So that way I contribute the tokens, especially summon itself, and my monsters won't die.
Alright. And then as per tradition, we will not be showing the side deck because, you know, secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. Okay. Well, that was Mermail Link with Mr. Ramon here. Any final thoughts you want to leave with the people?
Stay in school, don't do drugs.
Alrighty, talk someone out, guys. Y'all have a good one.